the demo, but that's okay. There's plenty here to do it. We got a light. Without a light, I say that the light in a rainbow presentation is like the paintbrush to an artist.
Yeah.
If an artist doesn't have a paintbrush, we're out of business, aren't we? So one of the biggest mistakes is we don't use the light enough, do we? We just don't use the light enough, okay? Now, I'm going to go ahead and get started. You guys do the 4 reasons. I'm here for 4 reasons. I'm going to say thank you for your time, and you guys do that as you walk in, okay? Second is to get your pin in the rainbow. Now, I do tell people, oh, that's okay. Thank you.
Just in case you want to use
All right, thank you. I got a white cloth. All right.
That was fun right there.
I don't care either. Okay. Now, I want you guys to listen to the we versus the you, and who would like to mark down how many questions I ask?
I'll do it.
Every time I ask a question, just make a little tick mark. Now, here's the questions. I want you guys to understand something. Our job is to do what with a consumer? Get them to think the way we're thinking.
Yes.
Right? So what do we do sometimes?
Next question.
The water principle makes sense, doesn't it? It does, doesn't it? I got 2 out of it, right? I got 2 questions and 2 answers, which gets them to think about it, which gets the neck muscles going like this. If we get the neck muscles going like this, what do they do at the end?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, that's the deal. Okay, that's what we want to do. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and get started here. I'm going to do the first part as my light show, and I want to let you guys know that I asked a lot of questions during my presentation, and I'm going to go ahead and get started here. Okay. Have you guys ever seen when the sun shines through the window?
Yes.
That beam of sunlight comes in. What do we always see resting on that beam of sunlight? Particles of
Dust.
dust, right? Okay. Now, I don't have good old sunshine shining through the way I usually have perfectly for, so I brought my portable sunlight. It's a photo floodlight, okay? And I'm not going to take your picture, don't worry. But what I'd like to do here real quick for you folks is just take a little picture of your hair. Does that sound fair?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and take a look at Christine right underneath the light and tell me what you see. What do you call that? Dust, right? You and I, we call that dust. Science, they call that the indoor air pollution. The amazing thing is we can only see about 2 to 5% of what's really there. The other 95% is so small, we just can't even see it with the naked eye. Now, you know the easiest way to get rid of that, Ben? No, just turn away. Now, does anybody in your home suffer from allergies, breathing problems, anything like that?
Heard of my daughter.
And your daughter do? Okay. Polluted air may be responsible for those, for that problem, right? Now, there's nothing we can do about the polluted air outside, but we may be able to do something to help you indoors. Now, everybody, I get a real kick out of the radio station. They say it's a bad pollution day. Where do they tell everybody to stay?
Inside.
Inside. But where do you go when you want a breath of fresh air?
Outside.
It's confusing, doesn't it? As a matter of fact, the Environmental Protection Agency says it. It's actually that the air inside is 2 to 5 times worse than the air outside, and sometimes on certain days over 100 times worse. Really? That's unhealthy, isn't it? Okay. Now up here, guys, what do we call this? Once again, we call this dust. Now, if I was to take this condition, trap it into a bag, take it outside, dump it in the street, would we call it dust or would we call it dirt outside? Dirt. Name changes when we come inside, doesn't it?
Yes.
Because when we come back inside, we never want to say our homes are dirty. We always tend to say they're a little bit
dusty.
Dusty, exactly right. But if I was to take this light right now, strap it to my foot, come in back inside the house, and turn the light, come in, walk across the floor, and I don't turn the light on, what do we see?
Nothing.
It's kind of like an out of sight, out of mind situation, isn't it? Okay. But if I come in, walk across the floor, and turn the light on.
Oh, man.
Is that the dust? Listen, this is an important question. Is that the dust, the dirt, or is it all one and the same? It's all the same stuff, isn't it, though? What happens is we walk across, we sit down on the furniture. Let me see Carla's side here, okay? We sit down on the furniture. And we ourselves, would you agree that it's our fault? What we do is we actually walk around, sit down on furniture, we stir up the ceiling to floor wall-to-wall condition of dust in your home. Now, if you were driving in a car on a dirt road on a dry day, beautiful Hawaiian day, okay, and you look behind the car on that dirt road on a dry day, what would you see?
A lot of dust.
You'd see a lot of dust and dirt flying around, wouldn't you? What about on a rainy day? Mother Nature has a natural way of cleaning the air, doesn't it? Wet dust can't fly is kind of our motto. So what the rainbow does, what I've got right here, is it takes 2.5 quarts of water, cleans everything in our homes, from the air that we breathe, down to the floor that we walk on. Guys, but I'm not going to get a single thing wet. Are you ready to meet the rainbow? Yeah. Okay, let me unwrap it. Okay? Boom, I pull my rainbow out. Now this is my rainbow. My rainbow has got 3 parts. It's got the top, it's got the bottom, and this right here is what we call the separator. This separates the air from the water from the motor, and us from our competition. You know what this is great? This is so we never have to change a dry filter ever again. Do you like changing vacuum cleaner bags? No, this eliminates any of that kind of stuff. Either buying them, changing them, getting our hands dirty, and would that be nice? Now there's only one thing, Doug. There's only one thing the rainbow has never taught itself to do, and that's fill itself up with water. So I was hoping you could do me a favor. Could you fill this up with water? Yes. Okay, now you're going to bring it in.
Here you go.
Is that easy?
Very easy.
That was easy. Okay. Now what we've got right here, Christine, is this is the same water. We brush our teeth, we wash our hair, we take showers, we do coffee, we do our dishes with this water. Okay, now what we do with the rainbow is we take, hook it up, turn it on. What it's going to do, okay, black is real simple. It's going to take the air that we breathe, it's going to run and filter it through the water. Wet dust can't fly, so what it's going to do is pump out clean, fresh water. See this right here? Christine, can you see that coming in there? How about you, Doug? What happens when we walk across the floor? Oh, did it go right here? Let me ask you something. Would you agree that anything that goes inside there is going to get wet? It has to, doesn't it? Okay? Take a look. It looks like a washing machine, doesn't it? What we've got is an air washing machine. Bringing it in at over 80 miles an hour. Look at that. And what it does is it puts out clean and fresh water. Does that kind of smell like after a rinse on it? Now a minute ago, we said we would brush our teeth, we'd wash our hair, take showers with it. Okay? Come on over here. Take a look. Let me ask you guys both a question. Would you drink that water? And Doug and Kristen, if we wouldn't drink the water, does it make any sense to breathe the air? It's amazing. Yes. You know, there's lots of fun things we can do with the rainbow. We can aromatize, deodorize, sanitize, even mentholate the air that we breathe. And I've got a couple different fragrances here. Do me a favor. What do you like? Let me see, your apple blossom.
Christine loves apple blossoms.
Someone took the little stickers off the top. That's good. Okay. Now, tell me when you smell the apple. All over our chests and that kind of thing, what do we want to do? Okay? Put a little of this in the water. Tell me when you smell the It smells good. I got a big question for you. If you were to take a look at the month, do you guys use potpourri, candles, plug-ins? Which one of those three do you use?
Febreze.
Use Febreze. How much would you say you spent a month on?